Bienvenido Ruramaya, el patio de Havana House.
I'm going to do the work tonight, just switching the window.
They do, but I mean, I mean, if you it is funny because they get out. It feels like once a month. It's like
no, yeah, they'll call down every night. I need cigars. Stuff like that. They got some big weight there.
Oh, okay.
You know, everything.
But they said he was practically right.
How you did deal out there?
Just laid in my
It was
head,
fun.
waiting around.
You do a lot.
Yes.
Sure, we just get away.
Turn around and look behind me, and here's a snake going across the parking lot. And I'm a bit drunk at this point. I'm like, Steve, come check this out! And I sort of walk around in front of it and it stops. I go behind it and it starts going again. So I'll go in front of it again and it stops. And he comes out and he's like,
That's real talk.
black snake, red belly, yeah, that's poisonous. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. And so we start
messing with it.
Oh, no. Mum comes out and she's got a broom. And we're like, don't hit that thing with a broom. You hit that with a broom, it's going to go up the handle and get you. So we go back inside and we're drinking some beers. And like I said, it's hot, so we've got all the doors open. And I look up and I see, I'm like, that's a big moth. That's not a moth, that's a bat. And so this bat's flying around the room. And my brother-in-law is sitting there, and he jumps up and he goes, whack! And hits it, goes across the room, and lands perfectly with his hand, and it goes perfectly behind this shelf. And so I get a plastic bag, we pull the shelf out, he picks it up with a plastic bag, because bats carry rabies. We have a look at it and we let it go outside. So that was the night before the wedding, which was the night of the snake and the bat. Actually, I got a photo of the salt and pepper fried squid.
Best cigar moment. On that bench watching the...
On the bench, looking at the Southern Cross.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, looking at the Southern Cross.
Southern Cross?
Yeah, it's a constellation in Australia that you can only see in the Southern Hemisphere, and it's actually on the Australian flag. If you have a look at the stars on the flag, that's the Southern Cross. So
You were by yourself that night? Just
yeah,
sitting up there?
yeah. Everybody's inside asleep, and I'm just out there doing that.
That's cool.
Okay, here it is. It's Denise holding some salt and pepper fried squid.
What is it? Salt and pepper? fried?
Salt and pepper fried squid. So it's squid, sort of
Salt and pepper fried squid.
from Chinatown in Sydney.
I'll take your word for that.
Everybody.
No, it's a good smoke. The allergies been killing me this week. This one old guy I was working for did a bunch of stuff in his house. And he was, hey, do some landscaping. I was like, no, not really. And I started thinking, well, maybe I better not pass up whatever he's got. He's got nobody else to try to put the house on the market. So what do you need done? Well, the realtor wants me to plant some seeds, some grass seed out here. So, well, we got to get up those leaves. There's about 4 years of leaves back there. You know,
40 years.
yeah. Not to mention 4 years of dog turns as well. You know, for 4 dogs.
Oh God.
He's like, oh, I'll go out and take care of that. So he goes out with a plastic bag and he's 80. He
Yeah,
just starts
right.
picking up turds.
2 turds.
It's already finished. What do I do, man?
No range. Don't know how to drive in Austin. Then I was coming over here. Got my car DCL and everything yesterday. So I'm at a light kind of deal. I didn't answer who does the wiper deals. All the shit goes on my car. Like, you know, or windshield wiper stuff. And I'm just like, you bitch. The only thing that saved her ass was in front of her was an APD. Seriously, I was so pissed off. I was gonna get out of the car and just tell her something like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? You got this shit going everywhere. Where's the car?
Yeah.
It's not even raining outside. For Christ's sakes. It's not even raining.
So she was cleaning her windows and
Like,
was
no,
in front
like-
of you or something? And it was
No,
blowing
it wasn't
back
even in
on
front of
you?
me. She's here, I'm on the side.
Uh-huh.
And she does the little thing. She's in an SUV. It sprays everywhere.
Oh, okay, so we got your detail job all
Yeah, dude. And what if I had my windows down? It would have got in the car. Fucking bastard. Pissed me off, dude. I spent like $20 on this shit yesterday morning.
Well, what if we had automatic squirt guns on the side of our
I
car?
mean, what if I had a rock, though? Bust out one of our fucking windows for that stupid shit. Like, come on. It's not even raining. I mean, and then what made you do it right there versus back fucking down Lamar? Why did you have to do it right there? I mean,
To stop down the
Tops off
street,
my
there's
day.
guys with squeegees and
yeah, wait till she saw a fucking corner dude. Damn it. Slut.
Another phrase that I really like, a buddy of mine in Toronto, he'll say, "You're not wrong." You're having a conversation and you make a point. He says, "You're not wrong." But people don't use that phrase, "you're not wrong." He'll either say, "You're right," or if you hear the word "not," you automatically assume he's going to say, "You're not right, you're not correct." And he likes to say, "You're not wrong." And at first it catches you off guard a little bit.
You're not wrong, you're just right.
He's the same dude that picked up a girl at a bar, took her home, they have sex, he finishes, and then he pees while he's still inside of her. And which is really bad. That's really bad for a girl. And so she is, of course, very angry. He falls asleep. She takes a shit on his chest and leaves.
Man, that bitch was a platinum. That bitch was a platinum digger. She wasn't a gold digger. Look, man, I'm telling that bitch was cutthroat, dog. And you know what I'm saying? That bitch was fake. I already know that's why he called that bitch. Look, that bitch cutthroat. Shaq wife cutthroat because she was stealing. See what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
So I already tell you, she cutthroat because she was stealing, right?
Get him in
I
the
don't
nuts.
think she's stealing, dog.
Man, that's what
Get him in
the man. That's why it was all over the internet. And then I read some articles. Bitch was commingling. I mean, my thing is, you exposed to all of this shit. Why you gotta steal from me? Slap in the face.
Here's what
What
you
else
got.
know
No,
what
you
your ass
got.
doing, man?
Dude, you have to really look at it like this. I had $60 in my wallet before I got out. When I got home, I had $60 in my wallet. I went to the gas station and I went in to buy a soda and a bag of chips, and I opened up a wallet and only had 20.
Okay.
My wife had took 40 out before I even knew.
Nah, but look,
That's not stealing. She just took 40 hours out of
That's
my wallet.
66%.
nah, but listen, dog. You gotta understand something.
Listen to the bank.
Man, he
over
worked for a company.
I don't give a fuck, man.
there. That's what I'm saying. Listen to the
I
bank.
to be around this motherfucker to keep listen, dog. Side bullshit.
Monopoly man.
We can't compare $40, dog. To listen. Here you go.
Depends on.
Okay, you're right. Now let's say this. One day you check your account and shit, right?
Right.
Y'all got statements of whoop-de-whoop in that motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the numbers are off. You might not be no mathematician, but shit. So you check with the wifey. What hey, what that? Did we get levied? Did we,
Right.
And she like, well, shit, I don't know. Well, there was
Transfer.
somebody that was authorized to do X, Y, Z. You go back to the wife. I don't know. What you gonna think? That ain't $40. We're talking about your savings here, man. So what I'm saying is, what are you gonna say then?
I'm
I'll
gonna
tell you.
go to the
This
bank
is
and
what you
let me
say.
see the paper. Who
Did
signed
any of
it?
you know that?
And her shit come up on that motherfucker. When her shit come up on there, what you gonna say? And she studied
That's not
tonight.
what paper say. You don't know this person.
Right.
You don't
That's
know
what I'm
this
saying. And she studied tonight. Bitch don't deny till she died. But I'm saying.
Then I'm gonna go to my lawyer and say, hey, look at this paper right here.
What motherfucking Shaq did?
No. What y'all gonna do is this.
You know what the judge gonna say? You know what the judge gonna say?
Kids
Judge
in the
gonna
house.
say, community property.
No, no,
Listen,
no,
did you, hold on. You still not listening. Did you see Casino? Did anybody see Casino?
That's something
Yeah.
I saw.
When she went illegally and got that money out the account, what the
Wasn't
cops
a damn
say?
thing he could
What
do.
did the cops say?
Wasn't a damn thing he
We
could
can
do.
say she's on the.
We don't even know how they got their shit set up, dog. First of all, we all it's hearsay. We don't know how he got the shit set up.
So why you fight so hard on the side?
Because it's a reason for a motherfucker that rich to go and say, I'm finna divorce this bitch that I got 4-5 kids with. I know my status, but I'm still gonna. Dog, come on, man. Real talk. How you gonna divorce a motherfucker like that when you finna lose all this, dog? Y'all talking outside of the neck. I'm trying to tell you.
Cause she gonna get you one way or another,
But
dog.
it's a reason, man. Please, man. That bitch is fraud. That bitch cutthroat. Man, that bitch is a fucking gum on the bottom of my shoe, dog.
Nico, get over here.
Maybe it's me, dog.
It's
but-
you, dog.
Because
It's you.
maybe it's me.
Hey, but I've been
And-
married 27 years, man. I got one account.
Thank you.
Hey, dog.
I got one
disagree
account.
with that.
Dog, my
disagree.
parents been
Wait.
married 50
I had
plus
other
years.
accounts.
Your
Your parents got married back in the day, man.
It
All
don't
this
matter,
new
dog.
shit,
Marriage is
man.
still marriage, dog.
No, it ain't not no more, man.
Dog, they still had the same fucking problems then. They had the
So
same
you mean to
problems
tell me
then that they
marriage
have
is
now.
marriage
It's the
like
same
it
fucking
was
problem.
if somebody been married 50 some years old as keen as alive? Marriage is
Hey, no,
marriage
what
is
I'm trying to tell you
different,
is,
man.
hey, all right, I've been married 27 years. How many people got married in the 80s like I did, still married?
What I'm
Right.
saying,
All right,
dog,
so yeah, I
there's
broke
no
the
way you should
statistic.
have-
And how many are
no way you should have
divorced?
one account.
I had me a divorce.
Right.
I mean, I got other accounts. Don't get me wrong, but she knows the money's there. She
Right,
knows
right.
where it is.
Right, right.
It's not her money, my money. That's the root of the problem. Is
When you get
both of
married,
y'all
when you
out
get
there
married,
trying to
it's
make
our
it.
money.
Both of y'all still got to pay the bills. You got to pay the house. You got to pay the car. You got to pay the electricity.
Exactly.
So then it
You
comes back
still
down
got
to
to make it.
it comes back down to the issue that Burrell brought up.
The
Trust.
bitch getting half.
Trust.
That's it. Trust.
Exactly.
Has
It's
she,
wrong.
has she ever done anything with your account where you go and look at the statement and go,
They can't-
wait a
none of
minute,
them
she made
answer
this
that shit,
withdrawal
man.
about...
No, it's more me did something with the account. She's asking me where it went.
There you go. So it's all about trust.
I'm not
And then,
hear this, man?
and then a little bit, the guy comes up and says, "Are you guys ready for the donkey?" Everybody started clapping. Yeah, they brought this hee-haw up there. She fucks this donkey.
She did it,
And
and
when
donkey
she gets
screwed her.
through, she stands up there proud of her peacock and says, "If any of you guys could do me better than this donkey, jump up here right now, and I'll be damned if there wasn't about 12 guys got in line to go on that stage."
To hit her?
To her right on stage.
After the donkey pass.
I wasn't one of them, but I saw it.
Yeah, I don't think I want to be in line with
No.
12 other dudes and be in the back of the line.
No. I wouldn't be at the front of that line. After the donkey?
Before the donkey.
What year was this?
Yeah.
60.
Oh, they still do it, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Steiner was saying that he had.
I saw it. Hey, Drew, I saw it live. It's for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Money. Julia always eating lavishly. Trust me.
Lavishly, yes.
For ever since I've been in here, bro, I was like, Friday, do y'all stuff to use it. Every time I see food, he orders some food. Eat some food. You know what I mean? But not like McDonald's, you know, like just like every, I think it was like every day at one point. Yeah. Ordering, you know. Man, I like to eat, man. What's up?
Yeah.
Well, you don't cook at home or like that.
No, I generally only eat once a day, so I make something decent. Try to eat.
I couldn't eat one today.
Gotta be bad for the sex drive, right?
Incorrect, sir. That's what pineapple's good for.
Ken and Nathan are staying at the Twin Peaks.
Tonight, that's what they had. And watermelon.
Pineapple and watermelon?
No, but watermelon, it's got like the what's in the watermelon. It's some substance of what they found in Viagra.
Yeah, I heard that. That's what pork is the same way. Pork is really good for stamina.
That's why a lot of black guys eat watermelon.
Yeah.
That's not I'm fucking with him, dog. You gotta have a sense of humor, man. I'm saying because it's a stereotype. Black
is what you're doing.
And watermelon.
See, that's why that Jewish girl's got to find a good black man, because none of them Jews eat pork. I ain't got no stamina. Sad people.
She just knows a good thing when she sees it.
You know, you get a watermelon, you get a needle and load it up with vodka, and that's good too.
A watermelon and a needle and vodka.
Juice it up with vodka.
You don't have to use a needle, you just soak it in water.
That's what we used to do.
Load up watermelon with vodka, dip it upside down. Let's let it drain in.
But I didn't know. Good tip on the pineapple shit.
Oh, pineapple is good shit, man.
For stamina and all that. Not that I need it,
Was your Cialis working enough?
but look here, dog.
Pineapple actually is.
I go long and strong. You tested it out?
It's good for your taste.
Oh, you freaky like that, huh?
See, I don't do all that tossing salad and shit. And I'm straight A and B. You know what I'm saying? To the point, baby. You know what I'm saying?
I don't understand what. So if you're just getting a
Freak
blowjob, then.
no, freak as I get is the other hole.
What?
I'm just saying the other hole, baby. Up the doodle shoot. The doodle shoot. You know what I'm saying?
He's a backdoor lover.
Come on, dog. You never heard of the dookie shoot?
Yes. What I'm saying though that pineapple is good for is it makes you taste good. It's not too salty or
Unpleasant tasting.
If
Your
she
cum.
ain't clean, this shit gonna be unpleasant regardless.
Your cum. So
Oh,
that,
it makes the cum taste good.
yes, your cum. It makes it taste good. And I actually tested that out, and it actually like.
Your own cum?
No, thank you. No,
So
thank
the
you.
chick said,
No, thank
so
you.
the chick said, oh, this tastes better than the night before.
She said this tastes better than any I've ever had before. She was a big slut. This chick was a big slut. She's had a lot.
So she's had a lot?
And she
So
she
you would
said
have to
she was
see
actually
really
she was actually like, no, this is all right. She's like, this tastes better than anything I've ever had before. I was like, wow, all right. Pineapple,
Tell her,
man.
must be
Pineapple.
So she swallowed completely. nothing left. Thought me up. Call me up. Call me Chase.
This team, Chris, wants the monkey off their back, and that is additional motivation.
You're supposed to stay away from citrusy things.
Right.
That's not good.
What?
Taste-wise, citrusy.
How do you know that, dog?
That's what I've read. Knowledge is power.
Red.
So what do you call pineapple?
Citrus?
I don't know. Pineapple was what I heard. I wanted pineapple, and it seemed to test out. I did my own Mythbusters this spring. They're great.
I'll tell you one thing.
What we should do is, you have the pineapple, you'll have the watermelon, I have something citrus, or these guys will have a banana, the other guy have mango or something, and you bring the chick in, and she can taste the
I'm
fruit.
going first.
But it's got to be a steady diet. You can't just like eat an orange.
Yeah.
There's got to be a steady diet of this stuff, so it actually gets in your system.
I'm telling you, but I dissolve shit quickly. Seriously. So if I was to have a pineapple in the morning, it's already through my system. You know what I mean?
I'm telling you, man, you gotta work it into your. It's got to be a daily.
So how long did you eat the pineapple?
Daily thing. Well, I've been doing pineapple thing for
I mean, before you.
years.
I mean, for her though, you know, like before you decide that.
I had already been in the whole pineapple. You know, you just eat good every day. Eat a good portion.
This shit, dude.
Oh, pineapple. Love
Got
pineapple.
me some pineapples.
Love it.
I'll tell you one thing, this deal about eating raw oysters, that's a bunch of, eating raw oysters for sex is a bunch of bullshit.
It's aphrodisiac, man.
It's an aphrodisiac.
You puke all over the bed trying to have fun with his chick, you know, it don't work,
All over
man.
the bed.
Eat raw oysters and try to bang, it ain't gonna work.
Somebody told me that Winston Churchill used to put a hat pin in his cigars because he always liked to have a big ash, and he would get up and he'd start making his speeches and waving his cigar around. So he would just stick a hat pin in the front of it and just smoke it, and his ash would be like this long, and he could sit up there, you know, we shall fight in the air, and he'd never lose his mojo.
With the hat pin in it?
Yeah, with a hat pin in the front of the cigar. Don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds cool.
It's not, I'm gonna steal that idea.
I haven't tried it.
I'm in the generation where I can steal ideas from people like Winston Churchill. Make it my own. Take Charlie Chaplin's hat. It's mine now.
It's like a different flavor now.
Yeah, right? You ever realize that? I'll tell you what, this guy is enjoying going to the bathroom, right? Going out to the bathroom, got to go through an obstacle course.
It is fairly
good looking girls out there
right now.
And they're cute.
And did you see the girl that came in here about, I guess about 15 or 20 minutes ago? I don't know if y'all were sitting down here yet, but this girl came in here from that crowd. Just the nicest little lady you ever saw. She had these green sort of workout pants, and it was just nice.
From the back, I didn't speak going down.
Recorded for posterity.
Here in Austin. I met him here in Austin. I was taking a shortcut through a hotel to get to my bus stop. And I used to be an armed guard at the Texas Workforce Commission. And so I'm walking through the lobby of the hotel, and there's nobody in the hotel except a few guys in the corners. And who gets off the elevator with some other guys but Clint Eastwood? So I walked up to him and I said, "Hi, how you doing?" And I talked to him about one of my favorite movies he did, The Beguiled. He was a big name actor and he had the balls to die in it. And if you've ever seen that movie. And I asked him what kind of cigars he smoked, and he said he doesn't smoke. When you see him smoking a cigar in the movies, somebody's smoking it for him. Yeah. And we talked about guns for a little bit, and I had my firearm on me. So I pulled it out and I showed it to him. I had the cylinder out. I didn't point it at him or anything stupid like that. But he got sort of scared. And he said that he's not really into guns.
Really?
Yeah, Clint Eastwood is not into guns. And I pulled my firearm out, and he sort of jumped behind his little bodyguards and stuff. And I could have easily gotten shot.
Really?
Yeah. And somebody suggested signing my firearm, but nobody had a Sharpie, you know. So I was leaving, and as I was leaving, I heard him yelling at his security detail, "How the fuck did somebody, did a civilian with a firearm get that close to me?" So a couple days later, his agent or somebody that had something to do with him called me up and asked me if I had ever been treated for a mental disability or anything like that. And at the time, I said no, because now, at least, this happened in the late 90s, but in the early thousands, I was diagnosed with schizophrenia, but not back then. And they asked me if I was diagnosed with any mental disabilities, and I said no, and they asked me politely not to contact him again.
Well, no, I guess that's the way it goes. Sometimes movie stars are not all we think, are they? No, but at least he's not like Rock Hudson.
Dead?
Huh?
Dead?
Gay.
Well, dead and gay.
Yeah, that was a closely held secret.
What's that?
That was a closely held secret.
Man, I mean, I was destroyed. I mean, I thought Rock Hudson was a man's man, you know. Turns out he was a man's man.
Charlotte's.
Yeah. And who was it? Rock Hudson and Errol Flynn. Was Errol Flynn gay as well? I think Errol Flynn.
Really?
I think so. I'm not
Really a
totally
surprise.
sure about that, but I heard.
All those movies he made with Doris Day and everything, where he was such a great romantic and lover and all that kind of thing, you know, it's bullshit. But I mean, you know, that's the thing that reminds you is that an actor is he's not a his movies are not about him as a real person.
Right.
They're about a persona. He's playing a role, you know.
Yeah.
You know, and he doesn't because he looks tough in the movies, like Clint Eastwood, and loves guns, and shoots people point blank, and makes my day, and all that kind of stuff.
Smoke cigars.
And then and smokes cigars. And turns out somebody else is smoking the cigars, and he's scared of guns. I'd be scared of guns too. If a crazy guy came up to me with a gun, I'd be scared. And you've admitted that you are kind of a crazy guy. I mean, I know that's not the...
I'm certifiable.
But you're a lovable certified.
Kevin Gilbride got into it right there on the sidelines, and I was working for the Oilers then, and Gilbride said something to Buddy Ryan about that was a juvenile call or some defensive call Buddy Ryan said. Buddy Ryan's veins started popping out, he got all red, and Gilbride had 6 inches on him. He turned around, pow, right on the sidelines during the game.
Buddy Ryan was no punk.
He played for Oklahoma.
You know, actually, didn't
Buddy Ryan
have a separate
made
contract?
everybody else's business.
Yeah, they brought him in.
That's what Buddy Ryan did.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
made
yeah.
everybody
Trying to
else's
get something
business.
going.
Right.
Who did Buddy Ryan, what did he do when he played
The
coach?
Oilers.
What did he do?
No, before that,
He was their offensive coach.
Yeah, he was
offensive.
No, he was
defense.
defense.
He was defense.
He had the plank defense.
And he had his own.
Well, he was
deal with
offense
it.
for a while, but he was too offensive, so they put him on defense.
That was part of the problem though. They
Sure,
split
I know
that
shit
team in
about
half.
sports.
And when the Oilers would go like
I know
in
females
spring
that know
training,
more about sports
when
than
they would go in, offense went in the
Female
visiting
dogs.
team's locker room, and
Female dogs.
defense went in another.
Right.
They were just
Oh,
like,
that's
Nico knows more about
crazy.
sports
it
than you.
is.
That's
They
crazy.
split up. They were
Nico.
Now
Against each
I've
other.
heard, you know, on some teams back in high school that they would have, you know, offense on this bus, defense on that bus, or something like that.
Well,
But
you need that though. 'Cause
yeah, you want to get the
too
kid.
much to process when you're that young. By the time you get in the big league,
Yeah, you should be able to. Hey man,
he's not camera ready. Give it up. About you in the bathroom with two guys.
this is at the Phoenix. This is at the Phoenix game.
There are like 200 people in this bed.
Were you doing that toe thing while you were in there?
The guys behind me go, hook the Buckeyes. The guy in front of us, the Buckeye fan, says,
That's about 35.
hook the Buckeyes. Grab the nuts, or so. I said, we didn't say grab the nuts. We said hook the Buckeyes. Like, don't correct us on our English.
Ken, why you always talking about
Y'all
nuts?
talk different in Texas. It's either nuts or midgets. That's usually his subject.
Why you always talking about nuts?
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm
midgets
saying.
And donkeys. And
Women with wooden legs and all that stuff.
anal ease and shit. What's up with you, Ken?
Hook the Buckeyes, huh?
Anal leaves, damn.
Do they get mad about
Pulling
it?
that off.
6 foot.
Well, they're ready to bring it on. They're
Really?
Astral
Yeah. Come on, mix it up right there in the bathroom.
Shit flies in the bathroom.
Oh man, no pun intended there, man. That's what it's for, man.
We didn't see any shit flying, but it was about ready to fly.
All right, all right.
Chest protected.
What quarter was it?
Had my Fitz Young jersey on. This guy says,
What?
what's Ricky Williams doing these days? I went, you're stupid.
Ricky who?
No way.
You already
You
know.
just not
What's
making
that have
money?
to do with the game? Nothing.
Pull your chain.
Yeah.
Wow.
Watch it. Don't go up to Oklahoma with that shirt on, though. You get stabbed in the neck with a pork chop. Remember that old boy a year or two ago? Had on an orange shirt and went in the bar and they got into it. Some Okie stabbed him in the neck with a pork chop bone. Just an burnt orange shirt.
Wow.
Didn't even have any, just happened to go in for directions, wasn't game week or anything. And the fight broke out there.
In music, there are 12 tones in music, and the earth resonates at no more and no less than 12 specific tones, the same musical tones that we know in the musical world are the same 12 tones that the earth resonates at. So that's pretty interesting. So that Om would be the sound, or a sound that God used to create, and the earth resonates at 12 specific tones.
Sequence through the 12 tones. They actually have captured it and showed, or is it just they've captured the resonance of the vibrations and it equates to that tone?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I got
The
it.
vibration. There's 12 specific vibrations at particular frequencies that.
Yeah, that broke his nose.
Oh, this is funny.
He was like, is there a car accident or something? No, I heard you say it was his girlfriend's vagina. But how?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're not telling us the full story.
That's all they said, KLBJ. I don't know.
Broke his nose on his girlfriend's vagina.
He must have fell on it.
Well, one of our regular musicians that comes in here has had a few episodes. I wouldn't. They plays bass for you. Yeah. Hurt his back.
Oh, yeah.
Randall could probably tell you how
back,
that.
I can understand, but breaking your nose
Randall could probably tell you how it could
on your
happen.
girlfriend's pelvic bone.
You know, Randall could tell you how it could happen.
Now, my first wife, she tried to poison me. She put antifreeze in my coffee.
Ah.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice of her.
Did it taste like cream or anything?
It tastes like sweetener. It tastes like sweetener.
Tastes like sweetener?
Yeah, that's why animals like it, because it's really, really sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. That wasn't nice.
Well, that's weird though. That you would think that whatever chemical that is in antifreeze that
Glycol,
makes it
right?
sweet, you'd think that wouldn't be very good for your engine.
Well, I don't think it's the sweet that hurts you. I think
No,
it's
I'm
the...
talking about for the engine itself though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, as it cycles through your engine, whatever it is that.
I don't think it's sugar sweet.
Right.
I think it's something else sweet.
How much longer must we wait for our superhighway? Stars have spread throughout the entire town of Southburg, Chief Russell premise. Their wheels will break soon. And I suppose welcome. You'll never forget it. You see anyone? I just
So I'm thinking it's not a problem for 6 years. It's always
I think
That's
you're
why I
right.
keep mine tight between my legs.
A little too much information.
Wow. All right.
Oh, is that the game that I heard about? The coach got fired. It was 100-0.
No, that was a high school game. Yeah, no, I think that was the game. It was pretty close to
That
it.
game. What about 100-0 when coach got fired?
What was that high school game?
I don't know. It was a brutal beatdown, though. 100 to 1 or 100 to 2.
Said 0.
Was it 0? Dude, they should have stopped that game. What's the point? What is the point? I mean,
Coach got fired?
they should have gotten fired for running up the score on the.
No. See, that's on one of those ridiculous sports shows earlier.
What is the point?
They were talking about that.
What is the point?
He didn't run up the score. In the last quarter, he told his kids, in the last quarter, they only scored 10 points. 14 points in the last quarter. They could have kept running it up.
They scored 86 in the first 3. What's the difference in 86 to 0 and 100 to 0?
The political correctness is coming in. It's
Yeah.
a game, man.
See, but that's the thing though. If you were a kid on the other team, would you rather have kept playing and played all the way through?
It would have been fun.
Or would you rather have said the other team say, "Oh, we're beating you too bad. We're just gonna quit now."
It wouldn't have been
What
fun.
what would made you feel like more shit?
I think
Someone treating you like you're just some little, oh, we're just killing you so bad. We're just gonna stop playing.
when you're getting beat 50 to 0 at half,
well, fine.
it's obvious that your team's not worth the
But
shit.
that's okay.
very obvious.
That's fine. We're not talking about what's obvious. We're talking about because the whole argument is, oh, those poor kids had to feel so bad. Oh, those poor kids. What would make you feel worse? Getting your ass beat, or the other team saying, patronizing you and going, oh, you're just so bad.
Getting
we're
my
just
ass
gonna...
beat would be worse.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm serious.
Stay on the court and you play the game, or you have somebody talk
There's
down
no
to you.
game, is what I'm saying. You're getting beat 50
The
to
option,
0. There's
the
no
option
game.
is to have someone talk down to you. Would you rather play the game or have someone talk down to you?
I think it'd be worse to have your ass beat.
Than to have someone talk down to you and treat you as if you're not even worth being on the court?
They're talking down to him on the court. That's
You
what
stay
they're
on the
doing.
court, you get your ass beat.
Then the other coach should have pulled this team off the court.
No.
This coming from one who's never played competitive team
What?
sport. What competitive team sport have you ever played?
Okay.
Soccer for 8 years?
Okay.
Basketball for 6 years?
Well, you damn sure don't know much about basketball.
Are you kidding? Just because I don't sit here
in the corner of the bank, we walk beside it.
and bullshit with you guys about it doesn't mean I don't know anything about it.
But okay, whatever it is.
It
What would
just
you
means
say,
I
Ken?
don't.
You call bullshit
It
on
simply
that? You
means I
played
don't-
basketball for 5 years?
Bullshit. Okay.
I call bullshit too.
Really? Ask Ken how many bets I've won against him on basketball.
Oh, you got a 50% chance in winning.
Not when I've won 7 out of 10 bets.
You hadn't won 7 out of 10.
Ooh.
I
just saw you paying $5.
6 out of 10.
Four out of
I just saw you paying
No
$5.
way,
Is that
no
including
way.
the 6 out
If
of
you
10?
include those 2 you just lost, you had a run going a year ago in football.
So it's 5 out of 10?
Maybe. So.
Okay, 50% chance in winning. So you want 50%
Still,
of the time, you
all right,
lost
fine,
50%
but that's
of
not
the
even
time.
that's not even part of the conversation. What is part of the conversation is that yes, I have spent many years of my life playing.
And I said
veteran
that
sports.
I say that, and I said that I stand corrected. Who's taller?
Oh, I didn't think it was 6'5".
How tall are you?
6 foot even.
Yeah, gotcha. In major ways.
Don't think you can take me.
I don't think I can.
My motto,
I'm not a,
my motto to that is, I
fighter.
don't care how tall I am
I'm not
standing
a
up.
fighter.
I just want to be tall as I'm laying on my back.
I've been involved with the FBI twice. The first time was yes, that's the reason for the trench coat. The first time I was working at a building that was being renovated for the FBI. The FBI was supposed to take over the very next day. So it was my last day on the job, and I forgot my wallet there. So I went to the strip club that we usually go to, the Atlantis Lounge, little plug, and and
In where?
in Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, okay.
And I realized I forgot my wallet. So me and my friend Andre, we drove up there, and we were pretty drunk at the time. So we drove up there, and we got up to the gate, and they didn't have the gates in yet, but they had a guard. They had a FBI agent stationed at the little booth there. So he told us that you'd have to come back during business hours Monday, and this was Saturday, to get your wallet. And it's like, if I wait that long, the $300 that was in my wallet was going to be gone. So I looked at Andre and I said, punch it. So he slammed on the accelerator, and we tore up through the parking garage, stopped on the roof of the parking garage, and I got out, and I knew exactly where my wallet was. I grabbed it and got back in the van, and we tore back down through the parking garage, and there's FBI agents pouring out of the building with their guns drawn, and the little guy at the guard booth has got his gun out, and he's pointing it at us. And Andre's driving like this, and I'm under the dashboard, and he's going, stop, stop. And I looked at Andre and I said, if you stop, we're going to jail. So the FBI agent at the gate jumped out of the way, and we drove back to the Atlantis Lounge, where our friend Buttons said we've been there all day, all night, but they had cameras. So I got a call from my boss, who used to be an FBI agent before he started his own security company, and he asked me what happened, and I explained what happened, and he said he'd see what he could do. So I wound up being sentenced for 900 hours of community service, and I only wound up doing 250 because somebody lost my file.
The man with the plan. Now move over here, and you stop your whole conversation. I was blocking.
Walk, stop right. I'm trying to be this gentleman talking. I mean, rude ass.
I can't hear you.
Speak up. Come closer.
All you gotta do is just talk in a normal tone of just talking easy, relaxing, like Obama. He talk everything just easy going. Easy.
He's been ranting all day.
Yeah, how do I know that? I can't tell when you come in. How do I know? There's no way of telling that. You look all right, but you don't feel all right.
To my kneecap. You cold, man? Got a jacket on? You cold?
I'm all right.
You want to be hip hop or old school? Which one? Got a jacket on and the combo. Oh, you hip hop crowd, baby.
You got to come on, brother.
Look, all you need
Do
is
you just answer
all
the
you
question?
need is a
Don't
fucking
raise your voice. Why are you raising your voice?
2 slips of fucking water in your hand and
Who are you all upset?
Look at that shit
Yes,
on your head,
man. He's all upset.
Shit.
That's
I ain't got a comb for you.
Man, you calling me names. He called me a name. Can you believe I've been all day? I've been in the mall. I've been in the store here and there, and nobody called me a name.
Glad you tell us about your whole day. Working ass.
Yeti, the abominable snowman, they're for real, man. If you don't believe in them, just go up in the boonies and sit up there for a while, see what happens.
No, I believe it. They've been having them on TV with those commercials, you know, the jerky commercials, and messing with Sasquatch and Yeti.
Sasquatch. Louisiana, we got his other cousin. We call him Lucaroo.
What do you call him?
Lucaroo.
Lucaroo.
The evil, the strange one. Lucaroo, southern Louisiana, the swamps. He walks on water. I tried it once, I sunk. But they're all related, they're cousins. Sasquatch, Yeti, Lucaroo, the abominable snowman, yeah. Big bad motherfuckers, man. I'm telling.
When was the last time your high school was in the playoffs?
They won state. No, hold on, boy. We won state like a couple years ago.
When?
Bet that.
In what?
Bet that.
What district?
We 21-5 home
Bullshit.
slice. You a damn lie.
South Lake Carroll won district.
Who?
South Lake Carroll. How many
you
years in a
gonna tell
row?
me, dog? I done
How
seen
many
my
years
shit.
in a row?
Man, I want y'all that bullshit.
5 years in a row. 5 years in a row. South Lake Carroll. So how did your high school
I'm
win?
trying to tell you. Look it up.
It depends if you're talking Division 1 or 2, though. We got two state champions.
Look it
I know.
up, man. He know that.
I know.
He know that. I know. Yeah, he know that. Look it up, homegirl. Damn.
We're winning state championship.
You like that. You like that.
They
call me at the end right there.
I see you got your pom-poms out today.
No. You got it out.
You got your pom-poms out.
You got it out.
Cheers.
Well, I got it.
Bottle of wine or two. Somebody always brought some scotch, and it was just kind of a whole regular vibe.
Right.
You know, just this little hole-in-the-wall cafe. It was actually modeled off of a Cafe Avino in Spain, which I want to go to. I think it's in Madrid.
Really?
And I want to check it out. Yeah.
So you can smoke in there, have your stick.
Yeah.
In that place, you know.
This one too. This is before all the smoking bans really got out of control. But yeah, he was an avid cigar smoker. He had a locker at Dunhill.
It was
and
so much
his
more
whole
fun
thing
though,
was
back
he just wanted to.
yeah, 80s I think was the most fun.
Oh, I
area.
bet, man. That's when the money was in abundance too.
Well,
man.
it was the verging of the technology and especially this analog. So like that was cool.
Yeah.
And it was really more design focused and
right.
Did you get to go surfing at all? Yes, all the time. Yeah. I got to surf when I lived in San Diego. I mean, I like it. I'm a skateboarder myself and a snowboarder, so I'm kind of used to there being something solid underneath me. So the water was just a little freaky, but it's fun. It's fun for sure.
yeah, it's hard surfing. Surfing's harder. I used to skateboard.
Yeah, skateboarding is where it's at. I also spent a summer up in Pennsylvania making skateboards, handmade skateboards. Yeah, I had a buddy that started the business, and he asked me to come up and live with him. We had a cabin out in the woods in Pennsylvania. We spent all our time. Wake up, we'd get a pot of coffee going. We'd get out. We had a farmer that cut down all the trees for us. And we milled them. We planed them down to the width that we needed. We had a bandsaw, a drill press, a belt sander. Had everything we needed. We sat there and spent 8 hours making skateboards, drinking tea, out in this cabin in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it was wonderful, and the things we're making are are wonderful too. It's just it's hard to find a market for someone that can appreciate, you know, a handmade skateboard from wood, you know, and they're willing to pay $350 for it. It is a lot if you can't appreciate, you know, the art side of it. If you're just looking for something to kick around on the street, then it's not worth it.
And then, you know, we try to get Mark out of the cigar room because he was annoying us. You know, Mark can really get on your nerves, but, you know. Oh, so let me tell you about Abdullah and Ed. At last Christmas party, I saw Ed playing with a very curious toy. Oh, you weren't? Who was it? Oh, it was Burrell. Sorry. I was so drunk I couldn't tell the difference. Burrell was playing. Yeah. It was something to do. The toy was called Jenna Jameson something or another. I couldn't quite figure out what it did. But Burrell seemed to be very happy. In fact, ecstatic. So, here's the inside scoop on the cigar group. Last Christmas again, our rumors were totally dispelled about Ken and Burrell because during the Christmas party, where we drank a little bit too much, Burrell picked up Ken and danced with him. So now they're a couple. But they haven't announced their engagement yet, which is curious since Burrell was already engaged to another girl. But we'll let that be. That's a story for another day. Don't put that in.